Few expected Denmark to matter when Greenland needed an ally. Not global powers, not loud voices, but Denmark stands firm, quietly, steadily, and without spectacle. That steadiness isn't new. Denmark isn't something you casually pass through. It's something you enter slowly. Shaped by water, restraint, and quiet continuity, this is a place where distance carries feeling rather than scale, and nothing moves without intention. Long before modern borders and schedules, Denmark formed around coastlines, tides, and seasonal rhythm instead of urgency. Communities grew facing the sea, measuring time through light, weather, and return rather than clocks. Even as monarchy, trade, and European power reshaped governance and language, Denmark's identity remained grounded in balance, trust, and proximity to nature. Danish is spoken across the country, but so is something less visible. A shared understanding that comfort is intentional, that design should serve people, and that nature doesn't need to be dramatic to be meaningful. Cities are built to breathe, landscapes are allowed to remain close. Daily life unfolds without spectacle. What draws people here isn't excess, but alignment. Denmark often appears in global conversations about happiness, but happiness here isn't performative or loud. It's built into sidewalks, waterways, shared spaces, and the permission to move at a human pace. And that's why some experiences here steady you completely, while others quietly rearrange how you relate to space and time. In this journey, we move through 10 places where Denmark reveals itself differently. Some through stillness, others through motion. Some through memory, others through quiet presence. It creates the conditions where calm, trust, and balance are allowed to exist naturally. What matters isn't comparison, it's awareness. And it begins where water and everyday life are inseparable. Number 1. Copenhagen, Eastern Denmark. Copenhagen doesn't feel like a capital you arrive at. It feels like a rhythm you step into. Canals weave through the city, reflecting palaces, apartments, and cafes with equal weight as bicycles move past without urgency. Design here isn't decorative. It's practical and lived in, shaped around people rather than monuments. And just as the city begins to feel familiar, Denmark gently pulls you toward its edge. Number 2. Møns, Klint, Southeast Denmark. Møns, Klint interrupts your momentum without warning. One moment you're surrounded by forest, the next you're standing above sheer white cliffs, dropping into teal water and silence. The scale feels clean rather than dramatic, as if the land is stating a truth instead of asking for attention. And once that stillness settles, Denmark draws you north toward movement you can feel beneath your feet. Number 3. Skagen, Northern Denmark. Skagen exists where certainty dissolves. Two seas meet here physically, their opposing currents colliding beneath you in a way that's felt rather than seen. The town itself feels light and open, shaped by wind, artists, and long horizons. But before distance becomes too complete, Denmark guides you back toward a city where culture and calm overlap. Number 4. Aarhus, East Jutland. Aarhus feels young without being restless. Forests, shoreline, art, and architecture blend so naturally that boundaries stop mattering. Creativity here feels grounded rather than pressured, shaped by balance instead of ambition. And from that modern rhythm, Denmark invites you to step deeper into time. Number 5. Legoland. Billund. Legoland doesn't rely on spectacle alone. It invites you to interact, build, and move through imagination at full scale. You explore detailed Lego cities, ride immersive attractions, and watch familiar worlds come to life through motion, sound, and play. The experience feels hands-on rather than overwhelming, designed for curiosity across generations instead of adrenaline alone. And just when play feels complete, Denmark shifts the pace again, pulling you back toward places shaped by time instead of color. Number 6. Denmark Boat Festival. Coastal cities and harbors. The Denmark Boat Festival brings historic sailing ships, wooden boats, and working vessels back into active harbors across the country. You walk the docks, step aboard restored ships, and watch crews handle ropes and sails the same way they have for generations. Music, food stalls, and maritime demonstrations turn the waterfront into a living reminder of how deeply Denmark is tied to the sea. And as the boats drift back into open water, the country's rhythm slows again, returning you to landscapes shaped by patience rather than performance. Number 7. Faroe Islands, North Atlantic, Denmark. The Faroe Islands feel raw and elemental, where cliffs rise straight from the sea and clouds move faster than plans. You hike along wind-carved ridgelines, past turf-roofed villages, and watch waterfalls spill directly into the ocean below. Life here moves with weather and light, not schedules, making every moment feel immediate and unfiltered. And just when the scale feels overwhelming, Denmark reminds you that even its farthest edges are shaped by balance, resilience, and quiet presence. Number 8. Gudenå River, Central Jutland. Canoeing the Gudenå River feels meditative rather than adventurous. The water carries you through forests, lakes, and open countryside without resistance. Movement becomes simple, and direction begins to matter less than awareness. From that flow, Denmark gently returns you to its roots. Number 9. Ribe, Southwest Jutland. Ribe doesn't feel old, it feels settled. Streets curve naturally toward the cathedral, and the town moves at a pace shaped by memory rather than modernity. History here doesn't perform or compete for attention, it rests. And from that grounding, Denmark gathers its contrasts into one final place. Number 10. Bornholm, Baltic Sea. Bornholm feels like Denmark distilled. Cliffs meet forests, beaches soften into villages, and light shifts constantly across the island. Every side feels different, yet nothing feels disconnected. You don't feel like you've reached an ending, only a quiet understanding. So what stays with you when the noise fades? Denmark doesn't offer spectacle, it offers alignment. Some places steady you, some widen your sense of space, others linger without explanation. Often called one of the happiest places on Earth, Denmark doesn't chase happiness. It creates the conditions where it can exist quietly. Denmark doesn't ask you to chase moments. It asks you to notice what remains, even when the screen goes dark.